happening, man, with this whole Dewana Bonner situation and Emma Messerman. Now, word on the street is that Emma Messerman, has been receiving offers from several WNBA teams. I did a video a couple months ago letting you guys know how the Fever should have been trying to sign her, but I don't think she really wanted to come to the W. Well, looked like she could be very much on the way. Andy Constable stated, as the WNBA itches closer to mid-season cut, down date players, Wave could be an indicator of teams trying to sign Dewana Bonner and Emma Messerman. Yes.
Professional basketball sources indicate a prominent international player is seriously considering a return to North American competition. This development could significantly impact roster construction for multiple contending teams as the mid-season deadline approaches. The Belgian forward, who previously achieved Finals MVP recognition in 2019, has reportedly received offers from several organizations throughout the league. Her potential availability represents one of the most significant free agent opportunities in recent memory.
It's just not quite as good. And the Phoenix Mercury have not signed Dewana Bonner. My prediction is they have not signed Dewana Bonner purely because they know. They know that Emma Messerman, there is a possibility that she ends up coming. So that is my theory on why the Indiana Fever have not, or not the Indiana Fever, sorry, the Mercury have not signed Dewana Bonner. But I think that the Indiana Fever are a legitimate option because they've won something. They've won something. And if you guys don't know,
reporting from established basketball journalists confirms widespread interest across championship contending franchises. Minnesota, New York, and Phoenix emerge as the primary suitors for her services, with each organization possessing distinct advantages in recruitment efforts. The timing coincides with league-wide roster evaluations as teams approach the mid-season cut-down deadline of July 13th. Organizations must finalize their rosters within 24 hours before the season's midpoint, creating urgency for personnel decisions.
Dewana Bonner and Emma Messerman. Yes, and I'm telling you right now, Indiana Fever fans has talked about all of this stuff over X, how the front office need to make a move to try to get Emma Messerman, which I'm going to share that after we go through this article, man. So, as of right now, Dewana Bonner is not picked up, and it says the WNBA's midseason cut-down date is fast approaching, and free agent forwards like Dewana Bonner and Emma Messerman will factor in decisions for several teams.
Recent waiver activity demonstrates teams preparing for potential signings by creating roster flexibility. Golden State and Las Vegas have both released players in recent days, suggesting strategic positioning for high-profile acquisitions. Meanwhile, the situation surrounding the veteran player who departed Indiana continues developing unfavorably. Multiple sources indicate limited interest in her services, despite her championship pedigree and all-star credentials.
a lot of you might be saying, "Oh, it's only the Commissioner's Cup." You will not hear people say it's only the Commissioner's Cup that are from Europe, because if you guys don't know, in a lot of European countries, the cup is more important than the league. Like, it is more, it is genuinely more important in a lot of these times to win the national cup than it is to go win the league. And
industry insiders suggest the circumstances surrounding her departure from Indiana have negatively impacted her market value. Teams appear hesitant to acquire players who left previous organizations under questionable circumstances, particularly mid-season departures. Phoenix had been considered the likely destination for the departed veteran, but discussions appear to have stalled as teams prioritize other targets. The international player's availability has shifted organizational priorities throughout the league.
Like Dewana Bonner and Emma Messerman will factor in decisions for several teams. All WNBA teams have until July 13, 24 hours before midpoint of the season to waive players. So we're just seeing teams waive players yesterday and today. I think the Valkyries went on a waiving spree, and they waived some players. Then we have none other than
The contrast between market reception for these two players illustrates how departure circumstances affect professional opportunities. While talent remains undeniable, character concerns and organizational fit have become increasingly important factors in personnel decisions. Fan engagement on social media platforms reflects enthusiasm for potential high-profile signings. Indiana supporters have particularly advocated for pursuing the international player, viewing her as an ideal complement to their existing roster construction.
Cup than it is to go win the league. And these like quote unquote in-season tournament type things, the cup runs, in a lot of countries are the most important games they'll play. So is it as important as going to win the finals? Probably not. But at the end of the day, you've now got a situation where it matters. Like, it will matter, and it will matter to someone like Emma because it was a playoff atmosphere and she saw the Lynx completely collapse. And not only that, the Lynx have Jess Shepard.
The potential pairing with Indiana's star player creates intriguing strategic possibilities. The international player's versatility and championship experience could address specific needs while elevating overall competitive capability. Financial considerations also factor into recruitment efforts, as teams must balance salary cap implications with competitive aspirations. High-profile acquisitions require careful budget management while maintaining roster depth throughout the lineup. Organizational culture and system fit become crucial elements when evaluating potential signings. Teams seek players who enhance existing chemistry rather than disrupting established relationships and playing styles.
None other than the Las Vegas Aces. They waived some players yesterday as well. And as of right now, it's looking like DeWanna Bonner possibly could not be getting picked up. So the article goes on to say, according to multiple sources, the interest.
The international player's track record suggests strong adaptability and professional approach to team environments. Her previous success in multiple settings indicates ability to integrate effectively with various organizational cultures. Coaching staff evaluations focus on tactical fit within existing systems. The international player's skill set appears compatible with modern basketball trends, emphasizing versatility and position flexibility.
The playoff atmosphere, and she saw the Lynx completely collapse. And not only that, the Lynx have Jess Shepard, Fee Collier, and Lana Smith at her position. Even though, yes, outside of Fee, Emma is the second best of those players, like, they still have real good players in her position, whereas the Fever have Natasha Howard. I do think the most seamless fit is the Phoenix Mercury. I think it's the most likely fit, and I think the Phoenix Mercury become massive favourites with Emma MEESSEMAN. I think DeWanna Bonner doesn't change much for the Phoenix Mercury. I think Emma's is such a huge upgrade over Kat Westbeld that, like, it matters.
Medical evaluations and physical conditioning assessments remain standard protocol for mid-season signings. Organizations must ensure potential acquisitions can contribute immediately without extended adjustment periods. Competitive timing creates additional pressure for quick decisions. Teams pursuing championship goals cannot afford lengthy integration processes that might compromise short-term objectives. The international player's decision timeline remains uncertain, though industry expectations suggest resolution within the next 2 weeks. Her choice will likely trigger additional roster movements throughout the league.
Multiple sources, the interest in MEESSEMAN, who is considering a return to the WNBA, but has not definitely made up her mind. It stands across the league, man. Contenders like Minnesota, New York, and even Phoenix have the best shots. This is what they saying. Atlanta in the 2019 Finals MVP. There was an expectation around the league that Bonner could end up in Phoenix. And according to multiple sources, DeWanna Bonner discussions around signing her to two-time WNBA was excluded. Bonner is a two-time WNBA.
Alternative scenarios include return to European competition if North American offers fail to meet expectations. International players maintain options that domestic athletes lack, creating additional leverage in negotiations. Market dynamics continue evolving as teams assess their championship aspirations against available talent. Organizations must balance immediate needs with long-term strategic planning. The departed veteran situation serves as cautionary tale about departure circumstances and their lasting impact on career opportunities. Professional relationships and organizational reputation carry significant weight in personnel decisions.
But yeah, it's a really interesting one. But I do think in my opinion, I think the Lynx don't really stand much of a chance. I would say the Lynx don't stand much of a chance of getting her. I would take the Lynx pretty much out of the hunt to get Emma Messerman. I would probably say the Liberty still have a shot because let's be real, the Liberty can always move Stewie down to the 3, move Sabrina to the 1, and move Leo to the 2, and have just the best lineup in the WNBA.
League officials monitor roster movements closely as teams navigate salary cap restrictions and competitive balance considerations. Mid-season signings require approval processes that ensure compliance with established regulations. Media coverage intensifies around high-profile recruitment efforts, creating additional pressure on decision-makers. Public expectations can influence organizational choices while complicating private negotiations.
I heard the two-time WNBA was excluded. Bonner is a two-time WNBA champion, but as of right now, there's not a lot of teams that want to sign DeWanna Bonner for how she quit the Fever, bro. I told y'all. The Indiana Fever front office, I made a video about this, bro, about the Fever front office, putting word out to the league, bro, to not sign her, bro. So her quitting on the team is not a good look at all. At all. Not even a little bit.
Player development implications also merit consideration, as veteran additions might limit opportunities for younger roster members. Teams must balance immediate competitiveness with long-term player growth. International scheduling considerations affect availability and preparation time. Players returning from overseas competition may require adjustment periods before reaching peak performance levels. Strategic implications extend beyond individual team impact to league-wide competitive balance. High-profile signings can shift championship probabilities and alter playoff positioning throughout the conference. Organizational interviews and film study sessions provide insights into potential cultural fit. Teams conduct thorough evaluations before committing significant resources to mid-season acquisitions.
Just the best lineup in the WNBA and have Natasha Cloud coming off the bench. Because if anyone suggests bringing Leo Phoebus off the bench and starting Natasha Cloud, you have not seen how this team functions without Leo Phoebus. Like, she is the glue. Emma Messerman, John Quell and Leo are the glue for that team. But I mean, she starts while John Quell's out, and then in the end, you move Natasha Cloud to the bench and move Sabrina to the 1 because Sabrina is a better point guard and shooting guard. But let's be real. Screw the old WNBA. Leo Phoebus is better than
The coaching perspective emphasizes tactical versatility and system compatibility. Modern basketball requires players capable of multiple position responsibilities and strategic adaptations. Financial negotiations involve complex considerations beyond base salary, including incentive structures and...
not even a little bit. Not even a little bit of a good look, man. So we got some Indiana Fever fans as of right now is lighting the fire up under the front office, but to get Emma Messerman, man. These fans ain't messing around. Emma Messerman is like that, bro. She's like that, dog. Now, there's a lot of people saying that Emma Messerman could end up with the Liberty Lynx or the Mercury. As of right now, we don't know where the hell she could end up. But who wouldn't want to come join Kayla Clark? They could figure.
Team chemistry considerations become paramount when adding veteran players to established rosters. Successful integration requires careful management of roles and playing time distribution. Competitive analysis reveals how potential signings might affect playoff positioning and championship probabilities. Teams evaluate talent acquisition through lens of postseason success potential. Historical precedent suggests mid-season additions can provide significant competitive advantages when properly integrated. Previous examples demonstrate both successful and problematic veteran acquisitions. The league's evolving landscape increasingly values character and cultural fit alongside traditional basketball skills. Organizations prioritize players who enhance rather than complicate existing team dynamics.
WNBA, Leo Phoebus is one of the best players in the league. But yeah, so you've got that as a good option, and then obviously a seamless starting spot for the it should be a seamless starting spot for the Fever. Like, let's be real, she's better than Natasha Howard. She is better than Natasha Howard, but like all it means is that her and Natasha Howard share minutes at the 4. Natasha Howard plays quite a few minutes at the 4 or 5. It means that Dantas realistically is the one that's going to suffer. Like, I don't think Natasha Howard's minutes are going to suffer. Like, she might not be starting 5. She'll still play 25.
Resolution of these roster situations will likely establish precedents for future mid-season transactions. The outcomes may influence how teams approach similar circumstances in subsequent seasons. Current developments reflect broader trends in professional sports, emphasizing organizational culture and character evaluation. Talent alone no longer guarantees opportunities without consideration of additional factors. The international player's ultimate decision will significantly impact multiple organizations' championship aspirations. Her choice represents one of the most consequential free agent decisions in recent league history. Looking ahead, successful integration of any mid-season addition requires comprehensive planning and organizational commitment. Teams must prepare for both immediate impact and long-term implications of personnel changes.
Could figure out a way to get Emma Messerman, man. I don't give a damn. They definitely can figure out a way to get her signed on this basketball team. I want to see Emma Messerman on this basketball team. Bro, she's the best player out there still that's left. But as of right now, DeWanna Bonner is not on any damn teams. We should have seen this coming, bro. I told y'all. Wasn't nobody going to sign DeWanna Bonner. It's over with. She might as well just retire or wait.
Emma Meesseman's potential move to the WNBA has become a significant topic of discussion, particularly regarding the Indiana Fever's chances of securing her services. Many observers previously dismissed the possibility of her joining Indiana, assuming she would bypass the franchise entirely. However, recent developments suggest the Fever have emerged as a more viable destination than initially anticipated.
Play 25 a game. And I think it just means that Dantas is going to go down to 0 minutes if she goes to the Fever. And I don't care if Dantas doesn't play. Like, Dantas is an absolute non-factor in how good this Indiana Fever team is going to be long-term. Well, she shouldn't be a factor. I think you maybe make the argument that she has been. But, yeah. That is one of those things. And I think the Fever winning the Cup. The Fever winning the Cup means
the Phoenix Mercury remains the frontrunner for Meesseman's signature. The reasoning behind this projection centers on several key factors. Phoenix offers an immediate starting position without competition, boasting superior training facilities that surpass most other WNBA organizations. Even established franchises like the Liberty and Lynx cannot match Mercury's infrastructure quality. Additionally, Phoenix's decision to avoid re-signing Diana Taurasi appears strategic, potentially reserving roster space and salary cap room for Meesseman's arrival.